We're back. Oh god. Oh no. We're back at the ocean. We're slightly breaking timeline because I went to go turn in all my bubble gems and realized that I missed a frog in this Mapla Point cave here. So I built a worse boat than last time. And we're gonna poke our head in and see if we can find a frog. Oh god. I started building this hovercraft for aqua travel, which is a pretty bad option, but it's really funny. I can see that there's more cave in this cave that I missed. Just, you gotta look up. The legend of looking up. But y'all are stuck with me for a little longer because... Oh, that chest did respawn. Well, no bother. Diamond. Oh. Take that, approval. I feel pretty good that having gotten here to the end of the project that the, of all the 147 caves, I only forgot the frog one time. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good hit rate. The man's not here anymore. There was a man here before. But he was saved. By us. Very good. Well, that's kind of cool looking. That rock's in the way, but hold on. Sometimes you just get to a cool vista, and I'm like, yeah, that's the good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, it's up. I can even hear the frog. That's insult to injury here. Oh no. I guess I should mention that the process where my frog investigation and the steps therein. That's the first time I've taken a picture of a bullfrog. I went to go turn in my gems, realized I was one short, thought, okay, well, I can just pop on my... Well, it's all kinds of holes in this cave. What the heck? Pop on my radar, and that'll get me to where I can see... that'll help find this guy. Turns out despite seeing every bullfrog in the game, I never once took a picture of one, so that's the first time I did that. So then I was gonna try and scrub through all the footage because, you know, fortunately not every player of the video game has meticulously cataloged this specific thing in the way that I have, so, you know, that was plan B. But then I remembered Zelda Notes exists, and... Hold on. Let's see if I can do navigation to this guy that I'm standing in front of, because that'd be really funny. Zelda Notes just has... It's an app within an app on the Nintendo Switch app? What is it called? Nintendo's naming conventions are so bad these days. But it has a built-in... like map where it'll just show you where anything in the game is to like an alarming degree. I was like kind of shocked by how like open this thing is. I'm trying to scroll through and talk at the same time and neither thing's happening. Yeah, truly kind of like shocked at how much just by having the app and the game and connecting the two together, it'll tell you where like basically most of the stuff in the game is. And I was trying this out last night, and it feels like it's cheating to a certain extent to like have that information just at your fingertips at any point. But specifically because it's directly coming from Nintendo and directly pulling from your game data, it feels like so much more cheating, despite the fact that I probably would have just gone to Zelda Dungeon and used their resources had this not been available. So just a weird mental thing. It makes this game feel smaller and less organic when I have the ability to look at this stuff. But also, we've hit the point where I've played the game for 200 hours, and now we're just doing a little extra cherry on the top kind of stuff. So it's not that obnoxious. Also think a lot about how this is kind of a weird experimental thing that might get iterated on whatever comes next or might not. But also, you know, I'm playing the game Tears of the Kingdom a few years after it came out. You know, it'll stay a currently playable game for at least as long as the Switch 2 is around. But Nintendo's the kind of company that loves to, like, try things out and then shutter them, so, like, this might be one of a relatively small... This might be a relatively small moment of time where I'm even able to use Zelda notes, because who knows that if in 4 years, 5 years, this app even exists anymore, right? So, it's a weird novel experience, and it made recording this really quick before work much easier. That was the last frog. The last Bubulgin is in captivity. Colton is at peace. See you next game!